Hey guys, how's it going? It's Mark here with Freedom to Be. If you're new to my channel, this is a platform that I use to share my faith, but also any skills, talents, life experiences, practical experiences that I can share that will help you. I will do so on this channel. So you're very welcome here if this is your first time. Now, I don't know what this sound is going to be like because I'm actually at my local gym. To be honest with you, I dragged myself to my local gym. Did not feel like coming out tonight to work out, but I know that it's an investment in fitness and mental well-being. And that is actually what I wanted to talk about just before I launch into my workout. I want to share something with you that I hope will help. I'm assuming that you clicked on this video because you are experiencing or have experienced anxiety or depression. And the reason why I was inspired to share this video or to make this video to share it is I was speaking with someone very recently, someone close to me, who is a sufferer of anxiety and has been a sufferer for many, many years now. And what I shared with this person was surprisingly dramatic to me in terms of its effect. It was a positive outcome, let's put it that way. I do my best to only share things that I've either studied at length and I'm still immersed in studying, or that I've experienced firsthand, or coached and guided people to help them become successful using the knowledge that I've shared with them. So on that note, ever since I can remember, my particular demon, if you will, tends to be depression. And it's something that I struggled with for many, many years. And recently, because of rediscovering my faith, things have changed and the tides have turned for the better. But I appreciate that a lot of people are still struggling with this. Depression is a very real experience and an unpleasant one, and a very dark place to be in. Now, in my case, I have tended to experience depression a lot. And it was an unpleasant and difficult experience to overcome. So I empathize and have compassion for anyone who's going through it. In particular, this person that I was speaking to suffers from anxiety. It got to the point where it was starting to become an obstacle in having a happy life. I'll probably make another video with a lot more depth on this subject based on my experiences and what's helped me. But for now, I just want to share two things which, in my experience, has had an almost instantaneous positive effect whenever I've experienced depression or even anxiety. Sometimes I've experienced both. I don't know if that's common to experience both at the same time, but if it was possible, I made it possible. It was definitely something that was doubly hard to deal with at the time. And without further ado, the two things are, number one is learning to be in the moment. Whenever I experienced depression, it was usually something that was a nostalgic pain, or something that I wished I had done better, or a yearning to return to the past, or grief that I hadn't processed in the past. Point being is I was not in the moment, in the present time, because I was somewhere else. And in the case of my depression, it was always past related. And when it was anxiety that I was suffering at the time, it was usually a nervousness or a negative feeling of dread about something that was still to come. So it was tied to a future occurrence, usually a future dread of something that never actually happens. Usually something that I was dreading in the future or nervous about in the future, which either ended up being okay in the end or didn't even happen, right? So there's a lot of energy that's expended on both past related with the depression or future related with anxiety. And most of it, in fact, almost all of it, is out of your control. So what's helped me, and again, this is probably a video for another time with a lot more depth on this, is to learn to be still and learn to root myself to the present moment, the here and now. because that's where you can reclaim your power. And that's where I certainly reclaim mine, is by being in the here and now. This is the moment that you can control. In fact, it's only in the present moment where you have the power to control things, to control outcomes, or at least to elicit actions that will lead to positive outcomes. So that's the first thing, my friend. Be in the moment, be in the now. And the second thing is what I'm about to do. It's physical exercise. Just getting your body in motion, getting yourself back in the gym. If you don't fancy going to the gym, or if it's something that's not within your scope of doing some physical activity at home workouts. I was checking out this concept which utilizes like a chair, so you're like working out by just using the chair to do, tricep dips, push-ups, and all the rest of it. Point being is that there's always something in your control, in our control, to do. We're not helpless. We're only helpless if we think that we are. And what exercise has done, other than make me stronger, make me feel better with the endorphins, is a funny thing. Usually at the end of the workout, I am so knackered and so tired. I don't have time or energy to feel depressed or to be anxious about anything. I'm usually just trying to catch my breath and recover from the workout and the DOMS the following day with muscles hurting. So my focus is on something other than those negative emotions. Does that make sense? I hope that helps. So those two things I want to leave with you, and I hope that they have a positive impact if you absorb it, is number one, be in the moment. Be still. Learn to be in the moment. And the second one is exercise. Get your body moving. It's a dual benefit. You'll be stronger, you'll be fitter, you'll feel better, and at the same time, it will help you to handle those negative emotions. I'll bet that if you put these two in motion, you probably won't have the time to focus on anything else other than the positive outcomes of being in the moment and working out and being strong. I'll leave this with you now, and I pray that if you are going through a tough time at the moment, or have been going through a tough time, that things will be eased. Being a Christian and a believer in Jesus Christ, I have this innate feeling of peace that is always within me. And if ever I should run low on those stores, I know who to call to, and that peace is replenished. And I wish that for you as well. Whether you're thinking about it, or maybe you're not religious and not interested, I pray for you nonetheless. And I hope that you continue to watch these videos. If you like this particular video, please give it a like and subscribe, so I know that this content is something that I can make more of for you, okay? Leave a comment down below as well. Let me know what your thoughts are, and if these tips helped you. I'll see you in the next video. God bless you.